So this right here is Boonk Gang. If y'all don't remember Boonk Gang, you know Boonk Gang. He used to be going crazy on social media, just doing random crazy stuff, trying to go viral. And he accomplished that. He went viral for a lot of crazy stuff, like snatching chains and snatching jewelry, running off, stealing stuff out the store, running off, going to restaurants, tearing up restaurants, going to stores, tearing up stores just to get a lot of views on the internet. And he got a lot of money doing that. He was heavy on drugs on certain interviews and on the internet. You seen him just, oh man, the dude was messed up. But now he found Jesus and he is, rapping for Jesus. He doing all kind of interviews, preaching the gospel. He called himself Holy Gabana now. And this is kind of like an interview of him giving his testimony on how he came to Christ. Let's get into it.
My name is John, also known as Holy Gabana, but a lot of you may remember me as Boonk Gang.
They ain't doing it like me.
I gained worldwide fame at 20 years old, but I had so much trauma and brokenness on the inside that the world didn't know about.
Bro, the tats on his face is crazy. Like, he's like, whoa. The face tats are crazy. I didn't even know he getting got more. Like man.
The outward is just a reflection on what's inside. My mother and my stepfather raised me. My stepfather passed when I was 14, but my stepfather was the only father figure that I was familiar with. After he passed away, it was just my mother. She was working and she was really isolated. I was left navigating my teenage years primarily on my own.
Hey, it's the birthday boy.
There was just something inside of me that I'm like, I am $1 million man. I was inspired from a social media content creator. I seen him reckless on the internet,
Boonk Gang still making that money, you know what I'm saying?
flashing a lot of money. I'm like, dang, if that's all you have to do is just be a fool to get money. Took that, put my spin on it, and just blew up.
I'm the next up step. Boonk Gang.
Boonk is a name that my mother gave me.
Boonk Gang, whole lot of gang. Boonk Gang got the bees on the.
Boonk means a blunt laced with cocaine.
Boonk Gang, a whole lot of.
I just wanted fame, and more than fame, I wanted to be rich. The quickest way that I could reach the millions was through the entertainment that I decided to do. At 20 years old, I gained notoriety for one thing. So I thought I had to continue that one thing to maintain my fame.
Oh, he was wilding for real.
At 20, I was dealing with a lot of brokenness from my childhood because I was dealing with hurt from my father not being in my life. I was raised in a household with 5 other siblings who had their father. So as a kid, I'm looking at 5 other brothers and sisters of mine who have their father, and I'm like, where's my dad? You could see this young man screaming, fighting. Anybody with sense, you could just know it's something going on in the inside of that person. That's what it was. I was just dealing with a lot of hurt, trauma, pain, and brokenness. When I got a taste of drugs, it just numbed what I was feeling on the inside. So I continued seeking that feeling because I didn't want to feel the pain and hurt and trauma that I was feeling. And I didn't know how else to deal with it.
You the same one out the gate. Hey, Boonk, give me the phone. You the same one out the gate.
It was a hit and run, 3 gun charges, and a possession of narcotics that I was facing, and I was in Los Angeles. It started out as a 3-year prison sentence, and I ended up getting sentenced 5 months county time. At 22 years old, in jail, I'm thinking about when I get out, how can I get my account back? I'm thinking about my fame, notoriety. That's all on my mind. My cellmate, Joshua Pardue, well, I will never forget this man. He asked me, where are you from? That term is used in LA as, what gang do you rep? What gang are you in? I said, I'm from Jacksonville. I'm from Florida. Then his next question was, do you believe in Jesus? And I've had the gospel tried to be preached to me before, but I was never receptive to. So I said, yes, sir, I do believe in Jesus. May you tell me more about him? And I just remember this man teaching me the Bible, and more than teaching me, showing me the love of God. And my heart began to transform because I've done so much wrong in my life. I've caused so much hurt and pain to people. And hearing the gospel, how Jesus Christ came down to this world to die for people like me. I'm looking at my life through the lenses of the love of God. I don't deserve forgiveness, but Jesus died so that I could have it. He's willing to give it to me if I believe in him and I asked for it. And I began to worship and sing. And I laid down on my bunk and I just felt sad and I started crying. And immediately the presence of God came over me and stripped my sadness away and filled me with joy. I jump off my bunk. I woke my cellmate up. I say, Josh, wake up. Man, I was singing to Jesus. I was worshiping. I started crying. Josh, look at the tears on my face. I'm trying to prove to him my experience. But something came over me and took away my sadness. Something came over me and filled me with joy. He looked me in my face and he said, you just had an encounter with the Holy Spirit. When I got out of jail, I was still focused on life. But one man plants, another man waters, and God gives the increase.
That's right.
So my water was a good friend of mine having a near-death experience, being pronounced dead and coming back to life, looking me in my face and like, John, Jesus is real. I was on the verge of death so many times, and even then God had a plan for me. And seeing my friend who was once healthy, small, and like, John, Jesus is real, I took it upon myself to make the decision to live my life fully for God.
John, we baptize you right now in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Yes, sir.
God has redeemed me. He has restored me. He's given me a new name.
My name is John, also known as Holy Gabana.
It's my mission to share my testimony, to tell people that we have a loving and understanding God. And it doesn't matter about the mistakes we made. It doesn't matter where we're from. It doesn't matter about our race, our background. God loves us. He has a plan for us. And his plan is greater than the plans we have for ourselves. Because at 20 years old, I said, I'm $1 million man. And the path that God has laid out for me has brought me way more fulfillment than the path that I thought would 7 years ago. Now, today, I'm a Christian because I've experienced the love of God.
Man. So Jesus can't change anybody? He could change anybody. Like, God. That's amazing. To watch his whole transformation, watch him going crazy on the internet, seeing viral interviews, it's going all over the internet of him so high and he falling out. And look at him now. I'm seeing him on Rapzilla at time, or was it Rapzilla? I haven't seen him on the internet doing Christian rap, rapping about Jesus, and it's good music. Good music. I gotta react to one of his songs too. Like, he got some good music out. And he ain't let up. It's been a few years now that he been saved, and he ain't let up, So that's what let you know it's for real. It's for real. Cause, a lot of these mainstream people, artists, they'll go Jesus for a season. They'll go godly for a little while, and then they'll fall right back into it, for the money, or for whatever reason, to clean up their image or something. But we see Holy Gabana right now. He really for real about the Lord, for real. So I just hope he continue to stay at it, because it's a lot of people that's looking to him. It's probably a lot of people because a lot of people don't be believing these people be changed for real. And for him to stay on the path and keep at it, and keep at it, that just show you it's real. To look back, to get saved, and then, say you saved and you got a friend, like sometimes people get saved around the same time, or they're around people who saved, and say, years go by, and say you used to your friend, that you used to know, y'all might meet back up, and they might not be on the path no more. They might be on something else. They might not be so-called a Christian no more. They might be into something else now. So, as time go on, this is the real fruit. If they got the real fruit, cause it say if they fall away, then they was never with us. Because it's something inside of you. Once you really experience Christ, it's something inside of you that you cannot deny. Like, you can't go. You might, fall off a little bit, but you just cannot stop believing in Christ. If you really truly saved and you really truly believe, you cannot deny him. It's something inside of you that just got you, that helped you, or that encounter you had. It's something that just will not let you not believe. Like, it's unexplainable. It's unexplainable. That's why it's just faith. You just have something inside of you that just is Jesus. It's crazy. Yeah, man, it's just something like I just hope he just keep going, because that's the celebration. Like, people don't tell you, that's a thing that's not talked about, that when you do get saved and give your life to Christ, or you start walking with Jesus, you don't think about you gotta do this for the rest of your life. Like, that, I know it sound weird. It sound like duh, but then it's like you doing this for life. Like, you were living for Jesus for life. Like, and this don't take away from normal things. You're gonna still go through things in life, and to still keep your faith throughout your whole life. That's why Paul, like, when he was finna die, he was like, I finished the race. I've kept the faith. I fought the good fight. He kept the faith all the way into the end. That's another, amazing thing, to keep the faith all the way into the end. That's what God looking for. Like, to be able to say that, like, through everything that happens in life, you kept the faith all the way into the end. That's how that's another victory, another victory that Jesus gets. You know what I'm saying? That he got up on the devil. Like, he lived in this world. Like, say this person lived in this world 85 years, and they kept the faith. you know, or you know, they've been saved for this person gave their life to accepted me, been believing in me for 60 years in your world. That's what he got up on the devil. You know, through everything, all the trials, you know, it say to trust, what it say, to enter into crisis, to be in crisis, to enter into his sufferings also, or something like that. Cause we gonna suffer, you know. It's some things we gonna go through in our, you know, in life, you know, and then it's gonna things that we go through in our spiritual life at the same time. We're gonna suffer with Christ. We're gonna go through other you know, struggles, you know, in the you know, just, you know, as we grow in life. But we just gotta make sure we keep God first, and keep the faith in everything we do. Glorify God. In everything we do, you know, keep God at the forefront of it. All the way until the end. Yeah. I'm happy for Holy Gabana.